What's up, guys? Rachel West and Rick Stroud back with you, getting you set for the Bucs matchup tonight with the Saints. And Rick, the Bucs are over the wild card now, onto the divisional round. And like I said, they're taking on the Saints, who they're 0-2 against this season. They've lost the last 5 head-to-head matchups. What kind of impact do you think that might have on them psychologically?
I think it's huge. They'll tell you no, but I mean, it's clear that the Saints are in their heads and they get under their skin. We've seen a lot of chippiness in this series, whether it's Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. Cameron Jordan talks a lot. So they got to be careful not to get too many penalties. But when you lose 5 games in a row, and I know Brady has only lost 2 of those, I think the Saints know that they're a better football team. Now, they haven't played the Bucs since the beginning of November. And this Bucs team has won 5 in a row. They're playing a lot better on offense. They're averaging close to 37 points a game. Tom Brady has been terrific. So it's not the same functioning team. The Bucs are way more efficient. And the difference in some respects has been Antonio Brown. He's really stepped up and has been integrated. His first game was November 8th when they played him the last time. So a better Bucs team in some areas. In some areas they got some injuries. But there's no question that the Saints have these guys numbered.
Exactly. And since they haven't had much luck recently here, they're definitely going to try to make some changes. What are some of the differences you think we're going to see going into this matchup tonight?
Well, I think, the biggest one is going to be that they're running the football more efficiently and more often. I think you've seen Byron Leftwich sort of combine with Tom Brady to do more Brady-like things, right? Whether that's play action passing, which he's very, very good at, as you know, or some pre-snap motion to give him some reads on the defense. Look, he's seen everything, right? So it's just been sort of a process. And then I think he's sort of learned the body languages of his receivers. When you add people during the season, like an Antonio Brown, that takes a little more time. Guys have been in and out of the lineup. So I just think that they're playing better. And then defensively, look, they're going to get Devin White back, which is a huge addition that they haven't had the last 2 weeks. And he kind of makes their defense go. So that's going to be good timing on their part.
Yeah, it's great that they're getting Devin White back, but unfortunately they're losing a couple guys too. Alex Kappa out, Aaron Stinney's going to be stepping in his place. And then they got a couple other guys potentially out too, right?
Well, Ronald Jones is a game time decision. He'd be the biggest one. And it was a surprise in Washington. He had practiced all week and then he had a bit of a flare up with a quad injury. He looked good on Friday, according to Bruce Arians. When we talked to him, he's going to be a game time decision. I think he probably goes in this game, but they've already said that Leonard Fournette will start. And a lot of that is because how well Fournette played. He was exceptional in that Washington game. I think he set a playoff record for the Bucs in total yardage, had almost 100 yards rushing. So they'll start with him, but I expect to see both of them. And Aaron Stinney, look, this is a guy that, played for a small college at James Madison. I asked him the other day, what's the biggest game you ever played in? And it was the FBS championship against Youngstown State. So he's coming from, making his first start in a playoff game against some really good players on the defensive line. So he's got a lot of work cut out for him, but that's sort of the changes you can look for. And then the safeties, they got injuries with Jordan Whitehead. We don't know if he's going to play. And Andrew Adams, the veteran, has been in and out. So they're shorthanded there. Mike Edwards is going to have to step in along with Antoine Winfield Jr. So everybody's hurt this time of year, but the Bucs, they're going to have to do the best they can.
Yeah, and I mean, with Tom Brady as your quarterback, even if you got a few injuries, you can't count him out. I don't think the Bucs will try to turn things around and have a little better outcome than they've had the last couple of times against the Saints. Guys, make sure you're following along with Rick on Twitter throughout the game tonight and Sports by Tampa Bay Times. And as always, be sure you're checking out tampabay.com for your full Bucs coverage.